Good morning. I am waking up to snow here in Moab. It is beautiful. Let's go take a look. As you can see, I've already been out here once this morning. I got really excited. Growing up near the ocean in Southern California, it didn't snow. In fact, most winters enjoy mild weather compared to a lot of the country. It's only been within the last decade that I saw snowfall for the first time, and it's still exciting every time I do. I'm constantly monitoring the weather forecast being on the road. So I knew the snow was coming, so I had already planned to have today be a work day. So I'm gonna sit here and work and edit a video for you all and just enjoy the snow falling. It's snowing pretty good right now. So pretty though. It has finally stopped snowing. Got a good couple of inches. It's starting to slough off the roofs here and melting pretty quickly. Yeah, we got quite a bit. And yeah, let me show you the red rock now. It looks beautiful. That's what the car is looking like. And look at that. Wow. That is a gorgeous scene right there. It was a frigid morning, but the sun was shining and I had plans. When I hit the road full time back in 2019, I was alone for the most part for the first 3 years. Although saying you're quote unquote alone is good for the algorithm, it's not always good for the soul. At least it wasn't for mine. I do still enjoy alone time, but I have made an effort to create experiences with friends on the road. It is something that for me has made my time spent on the road more enjoyable. I appreciate my alone time that much more when I get it. It's a little bit icy out here. And I've also got ice on the car. I turn it on and I'm letting the windshield defrost. It's actually doing a pretty good job. It's looking like we have a beautiful, calm, sunny day on tap today. I hadn't planned on picking up the camera yesterday, but it was so beautiful, I had to capture it. I stayed in my jammies all day. I just worked all day. I edited all day, but it was so nice just to sit here and be able to watch the snow falling outside, be nice and warm and cozy inside to get my work done. Definitely grateful to have had a couple of warm, cozy places to shelter from all this weather, and that is in large part thanks to my viewers. So thank you all so much. I very much appreciate you. Today, I'm not going to be sitting in my jammies. I'm getting up, getting dressed, and I'm going on an adventure with my friends Nicole and Tim, who are still here. And we're going to someplace that I've never been before. And that's something very cool about this trip to Utah. As a lot of my regular viewers know, I spend a lot of time in Utah. But on this trip, I'm pretty much visiting places I have never gone before. The only place I've repeated is Arches, but where I'm going today, I've never visited. The backpacking trip I went on in Canyonlands, never been to the Needles District. I've never hiked Hunter Canyon, which is a couple videos back. So all of these places are new to me, which is awesome. I'm gonna finish up my coffee, get dressed, get my backpack packed up, and get out on this adventure. And then I'm gonna give you a tour of this place when I get back. It's much larger than what it seems. I'm only using a small portion of it, so you'll see what I mean when I show you around. drive today was spectacular with the blanket of snow over the landscape. My friends Nicole, Tim, and I were headed to the San Rafael Swell area to first attempt to hike Little Wild Horse Canyon, although we weren't certain what conditions would be. Then we were off to visit Goblin Valley State Park. Little Wild Horse Canyon is a non-technical slot canyon which features narrow, winding sandstone walls with moderate scrambling. We've made it here to the Little Wild Horse trailhead, and it is pretty busy. The parking lot's pretty busy. So we'll see how many people we pass on the hike. Must be a good one. We have a little snow. I'm surprised how much has melted already because it came down pretty good yesterday. Got a couple of rock scrambles to contend with, but nothing too bad. Nicole's making quick work of it. Hit some areas that have these pools of water, and some of them are pretty icy. So I don't know how much of this we'll have in store ahead of us. You did good, Nicole.
You have to take them off.
We've run into a problem here. We have a water-filled trail with absolutely ice-cold water, and there's a lady that just turned back because she said you cannot see where this ends, and we do not want to get hypothermia or frostbite, so we are going to turn around. What do you say, Nicole? No way?
No way, Jose. I'm out.
When we did in the Smokies, the Ramsey Cascades, and we had to go through the water.
Well, we're a little disappointed to have had to turn around. They've done this hike before and said it's really beautiful. It gets very narrow and then it opens up. I'm a little disappointed, but my toes were freezing prior to even touching water. They're already freezing. It's freezing in the sun, so I think we're making the right call. I don't want to risk hypothermia or frostbite. It's just a little too cold to be getting wet. So we will now go visit Goblin Valley State Park. What do you think, Nicole? Beautiful? What do you think, Tim?
Beautiful. And I'm
Beautiful.
glad that for the little bit we got to do, and I'm just sorry that there was so much water in there. So yeah,
That's
Well, we had a
okay.
good time anyway.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it was worth it. You
It was
know?
fun to see it with the
Yeah.
snow. I mean, look at this.
I know.
This is incredible. You all have probably noticed that I have ramped up my road miles, and that is because spring is upon us. Spring is a season of change, but it doesn't have to throw off your foundation, especially when it comes to healthy habits. That's why whether it's winter, spring, summer, or fall, I start my day off the healthy way with 1 scoop of AG1 daily. It's hard to stay consistent when schedules shift into the spring, but take advantage of more daylight by kickstarting your morning with 1 scoop of AG1 daily. It is so easy to do. I've been doing it consistently now for over 6 years. If I can do it, you can do it too. AG1 is a daily health drink that has been clinically shown to support gut health, to fill in common nutrient gaps with 75 ingredients, including 5 clinically studied probiotic strains. AG1 makes it so easy to do something healthy for your body every day, especially with these convenient travel packs. People are getting on the road more, road trips are starting, vacations are starting, spring break is coming up. It's a perfect time to make sure you stow away some AG1 travel packs. I'm on the road so much that I heavily rely on these guys. They come in clutch. Guys, spring is a perfect time to get out of the winter slump and start off on a healthy habit. You can head over to my link below or scan the QR code here to get an AG1 flavor sampler with berry, tropical, and citrus, along with a bottle of D3K2 with your welcome kit, which is a $72 value for free with your first subscription. Thank you once again to AG1 for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to exploring Utah. And not far from Little Wild Horse Canyon is Goblin Valley State Park, which is where we were headed to next. Goblin Valley State Park is known for its thousands of hoodoos, referred to locally as goblins. I was struck by the gorgeous views of the Henry Mountains from here. What you got going here, Nicole? She has brought china.
And plastic cups.
China in for lunch.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're gonna have some coffee.
And we're gonna have some Bustelo.
Yay! That sounds fantastic.
And gonna make some ham and cheese sandwiches. So,
Sounds
yeah.
amazing. Thank you. It's definitely an otherworldly feeling place. I've seen it on videos several times, but never been here myself. And yeah, it's kind of funky to be among these. Feels like you're in some sort of a Dr. Seuss land. The distinct shape of these rocks result from an erosion-resistant layer of rock atop relatively softer sandstone. Goblin Valley State Park and nearby Bryce Canyon National Park contain some of the largest occurrences of hoodoos in the world. Cave here. I'm back here in my cabin and it feels good to feel warm because it was cold today. My face felt frozen. was beautiful, the sun was out, but boy, it was really cold, very biting wind. So being in here in a nice heated place and shelter, it feels amazing. I want to go ahead and give you a tour of this cabin. I think they actually call it a hut. And there's not a whole lot to show you because it's set up pretty much like a hotel. My favorite part of it is this bed. This is a king size bed. It is very comfy. It has very nice sheets on it and linens, so it's the most cozy place in here. There is not any type of seating area, no sort of sofa or chairs or anything like that. The bed is it. Next to the bed, there is just a little tiny side table. There is a reading lamp, which you can adjust, and this bench here. I have my computer sitting here, and they do not have a closet. They just have this little shelf with a bar on it to hang clothes, but there aren't any hangers. So unless you bring your own hangers, you won't be able to hang your clothes, and I did not. I essentially got this place because the price was right. Because it is winter, it's the off season. I got it for a very low rate. It's much larger than what I need as one person. So when you first walk in, you walk into this room where it's got this huge king size bed that greets you right when you walk in the door, and a large TV. Let me turn the camera around. I'll show you what we've got here on the other side of the room. So in the opposite end of the room, you've got a very large TV, which I have not turned on yet at all. There is a mini fridge and a microwave, a coffee maker, and that is it. That's basically what your setup is for a kitchen. This is all my junk. Getting ready to head out on a backpacking trip. Right here around the corner is one of two bathrooms. Here is bathroom number one, very hotel-like. A nice shower. The water does not get piping hot. It gets warm, you know, warm enough to take a shower, but when it's really cold, I like a piping hot shower, and it does not get piping hot. Through this door, there's another door. It's a hallway. All right, so you see door number two, and beyond that is another room, and it's pretty much a carbon copy of this one, but I'll take you in and show you. Come on over. So you have another king-size bed, another television, another mini fridge. However, it does not have a microwave in this room. One thing I will say about this room is the heater did not work, so I kept this room closed off the whole time and just lived in the front. And here is another identical bathroom. This one has not been used. Here's a look at the front room once again. It does have very high ceilings. There is a loft, and we will go ahead and take a look at that next. From this front room, you can access the loft, which has a low ceiling, but a couple of kids can sleep up here if you have a large family. It's pretty spacious. They do have a couple of twin mattresses. Here's a look at the front room from above.
A great thing about Moab during this time of year is that you can get pretty great deals on lodging. A lot of them are hundreds of dollars less than what they normally are during the high season. One thing to make note of about this particular property is that they do charge extra for each additional person. So since it was just me and Joey's out on a backpacking trip, I got a better deal than if he were with me or if any other person was with me. So that's something to definitely take into consideration. The place that I stayed at prior to this, the Hot Tamale, run by Enchanted Escapes, they did not charge for additional people. I believe this is run by a big corporation. I believe it's run by the hotel that's next door, whereas the place I stayed at previously is a small women-owned business. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I really preferred that trailer over there with them, that type of lodging, much more over this. This feels very sterile, like a hotel room, but I was happy to have it, especially during all this inclement weather. I had booked this prior to booking the Hot Tamale. That old Avion trailer that you saw a couple videos back. I arrived in Moab a little early, and so I found that place kind of last minute, and I really enjoyed staying there more than here, but that's okay. I still feel very blessed that I had a place to stay, a roof over my head during that snowy and crazy weather. And it's not too shabby, folks. I mean, let's face it, it's still a pretty nice place.
I'm picking up with you a few days later after a backpacking trip in Canyonlands, which you will have already seen by the time you see this. And I love staying with Enchanted Escapes so much that I came back. And this time I'm in a trailer that's themed Feeling Groovy. It's got the psychedelic 60s vibe. And let me show you around here real quickly. Starting here on the outside, and of course you got some mushrooms there, a little rock garden with a nice little mushroom. It's got the covered patio, which is awesome. Didn't get to utilize that really in the last trailer because the weather was very cold and windy. Got some mushrooms out here. There's Joey's backpacking gear, and let's step inside. Let's step back to 1964. Wouldn't have had a cell phone back in 1964, but yeah. Check this place out. We got some crazy daisies. Look at the ceiling. Got some gnomes back here. Butterflies, peace signs. Of course, you can't have the 60s without a Volkswagen Bug, Volkswagen Bus, the lava lamp. So awesome. I haven't even noticed all the details yet because I'm just getting here. But look at this. This layout's pretty much the same with the sofa as the hot tamale. But it does have a dinette, which the hot tamale did not. Look at this. This is so awesome. Ruby. Of course, gotta love the music of the 60s. It's got this nice dinette, and they also have the welcome book here that has all of the suggestions for restaurants and hiking, the do's and don'ts. Got some magnets on the fridge. Got some beads. You gotta have some beads in a 60s mobile. Check this out. Awesome. Psychedelic bedding. Got some dream catchers. And again, the ceiling even. Just awesome. Every little thing is gonna be all right. That is right. If you look back this way, pretty sweet. And here we have the bathroom. Got the tie-dye shower curtain in this one. Take a bath, you dirty hippie. Couldn't be more appropriate right now. We both smell so bad from our backpacking trip. Joey was out for 9 days. More crazy daisies in here. Shampoo, conditioner. I love this place. We're going out for an after hike burger. Yes. Okay, I have one more trailer to show you here at Enchanted Escapes, and this is a fun one. It is the Steampunk Express, and again, they don't miss a detail, so let's go inside. So for those of you that don't like the bright colors, this one is much more subdued. And they've got all these fun details. And remember, these are whimsical escapes. They're not your generic corporate trailers. And a nice leather sofa there. Awesome curtains. Even the details like the handles here. Look at the ceiling. They've got little charms hanging down. I mean, there's just so much detail everywhere you look. Got an octopus key holder. This one here has a dinette. And again, has a twin beds. Everything in the steampunk theme. Look at the fixtures. The fixtures are awesome. The lamps. Look at this. These are made by, I think, Carla, one of the sisters that, or the sister that designed this particular trailer. I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. So let's go back here into the bathroom. Look at the sink. Again. We've got the steampunk themed shower curtain. And again, a very nice shower. Look at the light fixtures in here. They're just amazing. One thing I really like about this one is this big window. And you do have a view of the Red Rock outside the window as well. I was telling Joey that in my next career, when I'm done with YouTube, I would love to just design and remodel trailers like this. I think it would be so fun, so rewarding, and I imagine the sisters that put these trailers together had an amazing time doing it. My sister and I actually remodeled my brother's trailer, and if you remember, we also converted her cargo trailer into a beautiful little home on wheels. I thought that during this time that my truck is in the shop and I'm taking advantage of more lodging opportunities during the cold winter months, that it was a unique opportunity for me to show you some different options. Also, because it is winter, prices are much lower than they would normally be, and not everyone owns a camper or an RV. Not everyone likes to camp, so I thought that it would be fun to show you that there are different options out here. I particularly like Enchanted Escapes because it is a small business. It's a woman-owned business. It's a family-owned business. And like me, I'm a small business as well. I want to support small businesses. These trailers are not your generic corporate trailers. They have a lot of thought put into them. They're a whimsical escape, hence the name Enchanted Escapes. And they're meant to transport you to another place in time, and they did a phenomenal job doing that. They sent me a message through Airbnb, and I'll just read it to you real quickly here. So this Steampunk Express is their newest trailer, and Tamara, who is the host, the Airbnb host, said that her oldest sister Carla designed this one. She also made the light fixtures, which are pretty cool. Her sister Kimberly designed the Feeling Groovy trailer, and her other two sisters, Neil and Rebecca, designed Hot Tamale. Carla made all of the light fixtures in the Steampunk Express, and they're mainly from parts in their dad's garage. Some of the pressure meters are from his old scuba diving tanks. I just thought that was really cool. So they've made me feel very welcome here, and I would probably choose this place again and again when visiting Moab. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. There's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I got to visit some places and hike some areas I've never hiked before, which was a lot of fun. Got to experience a little bit more of the Moab life and trailer life here in Moab. But we are actually leaving Moab today to head to our next destination, and I'm going to be visiting another place I've never visited before. That's my goal this year, not to do a whole lot of repeating of locations, but visit new locations. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate you coming along, and I will see you on the next adventure. See you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.
People knew her by her will, to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers, talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day